I think we're getting in, guys. Welcome, ladies, gents. Welcome, people of Earth. We play Academy League, and we've got Big Omen Academy taking on Furia Academy, a couple of Academy squads with Academy names. And we've got our Academy caster who won the challenge here today. 16-year-old Harry Russell, first time on the mic. Are you happy to be here, little Harry?
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, I did.
How did you win the challenge, Harry?
How did I win the challenge? I'm asking myself the same question.
Exactly. It feels like so long ago now.
I'm trying to think, Hugo. Did me or you ever win any competition? I don't think I've ever won anything in my life. I came third place in that one thing, but that's about the extent of it.
I mean, that paid out like first place, so
yeah,
you're fine.
It did.
No, nothing. I've not won anything since school. Nothing significant. Won the chance to be here with you today, Harry, and that's good enough. As we get into the pistol round, it's a fast pace for Furia, running out the monster with a single flashbang, and luckily Big is stacked up here, so they've got the numbers to contend. Prime Tap's doing what he does best with his shot. Aqua helps out. Prime's gone from the pit, and they're hunting them down. Furia all over the bomb site, finally leaving Lapex trapped in the connector. They're playing with him, and they're planting the bomb. Should be a Furia round. Oh, I thought that was Lapex.
Yeah, right.
The switch.
I did as well, but no, it's Decency doming him. And yes, Furia Academy. Yes, my pretties. They're making it real chaotic. We're getting a vintage Furia Academy. That's a blinder of a start, man. They leave you no room. They give you no respect. Big Omen Academy having to come in with a force spy here. They've got a couple of MP9s and Eagles to boot.
So the cheeky little force is in, up against the rifles, and Big want to try and take some space while they do. Pushing water. Oh, gotta watch out, there's more where that came from. Drop does provide the cover, and so Decency will live to fight on 20 health. Whatever Big had planned in this round, it's already kind of gone out the window. Just got to wait for that recommit. At this point, in a 3-on-5, the worst thing you could do is push again, right? You can see how Furia are playing very punishing. They're still waiting. They're still holding on and praying that you make that mistake. So Big need to sit on their laurels and wait for the Brazilian side to come to them. Flash peek on Monster gets some info. You know the bomb is still there. And so that will keep Big stacked down on Beta now.
Oh, Prime Tap's deleted over on short. They might just go into the stack and they might just brave it and come out with all 5 players surviving. Lapex, the only guy who could do some damage. There's one with the Deagle, and that's the extent of his little run down towards B, drawing to a close. Furia Academy are onto a second. The money is broken for Big Omen Academy. And so that third round should be locked and loaded, ready to go. Hugo in the chamber.
Yep, let's find out. Oh, what what a Big have in store with these nades, Harry. I bet they have the answers. Let's jump in.
Denk an sowas. Alles gut. 3 gegen 5. Kam kurz noch am Anfang.
Speed Rush. Nade. Einer Quad.
Net Monster.
Na kurz.
Perfekt.
Fix.
Mal
Kurz.
raus, einer.
Landsack. Einer Kondi-Runde.
Ja.
Okay, ich glaube, die rushen nochmal B. Die haben 2 Max.
Mal kurz. Spielt mal bitte doppelt.
See, I like the nade stack buy. I like the buy, but Big, they throw them a bit early, right? Nothing
Wasn't very cash money of them with a K, was it?
Exactly. Sometimes on this map, teams will hide out in the pit at the back and they'll wait for, someone to get out Monster. And when they're out Monster, you just get bombarded with grenades. But whatever. Tomato, potato. And so now we get into our first gun round. AWP for Lapex and still a bonus for Furia Academy.
Imagine a tomato with the filling of a potato. And all the consistency of a tomato. It would be gross, it would be disgusting, much like this B rush might be that we're about to get dealt here out of Furia Academy. Ooh, Nick, you're climbing up, buddy. You're piecing together a defense like it's from IKEA. He's still building it as they arrive. And now the B bomb site is thrown into turmoil. Lapex mollied out. And this is a Furia Academy round all day long if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, PrimeTaps is kind of stuck. They'd love to save, but there's no guarantee you'll get that third gun out. How the hell is he supposed to cross out of graffiti? His team have just said, well, that's your problem, not mine. And they've left him alone down on the B-bomb site. Now, he can try and exit, get out last second perhaps, but Furia might push him in. He's actually on short, ignore me. He seems to be safe. Unless the bomb doesn't get him here. I actually don't know that.
I don't
maybe
know. I think he's fine, man.
Yeah, maybe he seems sure of himself.
PrimeTap's built different.
I trust PrimeTaps. He
Look
should
at
be
this.
fine.
Look at this. Totally
Not
fine.
even close.
Totally fine. Not even close, baby. PrimeTaps gets out of there with the M4.
But the real winners are Furia. 5 alive, 4
5
rounds
alive,
on the board.
yeah. On a V-rush as well.
That was a perfect timing. The smoke push for Ninjas. Like, both players are not ready. Aqua's looking at the wall. His teammates climbing up. Yeah, you're not ready for that pace. It's a really good game plan out of the gate for Furia.
Oh.
Can they keep it up? That's the question here, Harry.
Because
the bigger the Omen Academy, the harder they fall. You can tell it's our first game.
The bigger the Omen Academy, the harder they fall. Yeah, that is what they say. Oh, Big, you guys always give me such a fun time, like guaranteed. Whenever I'm casting the Big squad, there's so much fun to be had, whether it be with the name or the name, and also, you know, the guys involved over there are just a sound bunch of people as well. So, yeah, man. Shout out the large Omen Academy one time. Omen Lapex down here in middle wide. I read out the Omen. He's dead to ZMB. An AWP dropped. Aqua swept aside as well. No one can seemingly find anything right now for Big Omen Academy.
I mean, yeah, Big Omen Academy might have done better if they waited for Omen to blind them before they strike, Harry. That's often what you should be doing. Instead, getting buried right under those transgressions. 3 on 5 glaive. He has a timing. That was a double kill perhaps, but not going to be able to grab it. And with 10 health left on PrimeTaps and EMP clearing the A site, it feels like you're getting boxed in. And you are. You just don't know it yet. PrimeTaps is aware of the fact that they could be CT, but at this point, you just want to save. You can tell off that kill alone that they're taking the A site, and it's about to be confirmed. So will Big just push Monster and run away with their guns?
It feels like it. And that is what's going to happen, Hugo. It's almost like you can see very, very slightly into the future.
Only a few seconds.
Would that be a useless superpower?
I guess you could save your life, right? Like if you were going to get
theory,
hit by a
right?
car,
Yeah, you would always know.
But maybe that's a bad thing. If you always know what's going to happen, but not like long enough in the future, just round the corner.
Yeah. Like immediately.
I would never go to any social event because I'd know that I wasn't going to enjoy it before I went there. Just kidding, I do that anyway. 5-0 for Furia Academy, and this is a great game out of them right now.
Yeah, it really is, man. It feels like the little L they copped yesterday has really ignited a bit of a fire in these boys, right? We're getting a sound game out of them. And the fact that it's here on Overpass is really quite exciting. I think it makes future matchups for this Furia Academy squad even more enticing. Now, we've seen a lot of Overpass in this event. Young Ninjas spring to mind as a team that love a bit of Overpass. So let's see if they can keep building upon this lead. Now we got the AWP in Lapex's hands again. Once again, a heavy B stack out of Big Omen Academy. Con control taken. And now a lot of options open to this Furia Academy. They're pushing up the short side, Lapex over here on Dyson. He's supplemented this A site hole with 2 more players, so a lot of bodies here. If Furia Academy do commit up the short side, they're going to be walking into this stack. So it's a real test of their mettle.
With no info, there's the flash, and Drop is ready to take the headshot, swinging out from Divider. Going down a man, even though you do have that stack, this could be a bad omen. Academy. 5-on-4 Furia recommitted long. Glaive is there, but he couldn't get the kill. That was on a plate for him. Instead, swept to the side, and now Furia ready to commit. The 5-on-3 moving up quick, just the orb and Lapex. Oh, that's a sitter.
That's a big Omen Academy right there. Decency with the opener, and a save called in.
Oh no, Harry, everything that could have gone wrong. Well, it went wrong. I'm glad we're having fun with it, because
I'm
Big
having so
probably
much
aren't.
fun, man.
What was that? Did you just have a stroke?
No, I said I'm having so much fun,
Okay,
man.
that's good, that's good. Oh, look at the hunt. They're in
Yeah.
T-spawn.
Yeah, man. They really want to take these guns away. I mean, this is how you keep building upon this kind of lead, right? You just keep your opponent on the back foot. And really, you know, even saving these 2 guns isn't the huge breath of fresh air you might think. At least with the extra money on Lapex, he can buy an M4, and these other 2 players can drop M4. So you do get a full 5-man buy here. It's gonna have limitations, though. It's gonna, you know, be missing some key parts like nades and kits. So let's see if they make that decision now. I think with the kits on Nick and Aqua already, I imagine you buy here. Surely. Surely.
Yeah.
No reason not to.
It's mainly about what you want to do with it, right? Like, do you have a game plan? Do you have a solution? We've had a lot of B hit rounds just out of spawn for Furia, and then boom, they suddenly throw us an A take. And even though Big knew what was coming, that's the worst part. 3 on the A site, the AWP there as well. They flash a peek, and then they just start to lose players one by one with no trades. So maybe some setups that will enable trades in this round for Big, right? Doing that deep, old SK bait and switch along with the AWP. Some crossfires on the B side might be nice as well. I love the tunes, man.
Yeah. I feel like we just like tuned into like an anime battle for a moment.
Let's see what Big decide to do with this. They've got to have a game plan if they're making this buy happen. Glaive in the connector, that's a change. Aqua, he was lining up a flash. Yep, that's through the window. And so Glaive can peek deep con. He's just got to watch out for that short water walk. And now, as Furia get out, flash him off. Glaive can't be flashed in. Still going to be able to backstab. Oh, just trying to find that angle. Oh no! Ah, Glaive! It feels like Big. They've woken up on the wrong side of bed today. They've had a lot of whiffs already in this game. They need to warm up ASAP.
Oh, the short boost, well timed. There we go. Prime Tap's given the position. And Nick doubling up over towards short. Big Omen Academy. This could be their first round up on the board. Furia, a man to try and put a stop to it with ZMB hitting the short side on a good timing. That molly forcing the peak of Aqua into this monster player. It's down from a 4-on-2 to a 2-on-2. And you're not out of the woods yet, Big Omen Academy.
Oh, look at the reset as well. They go quiet. Big. I like the move, though. They regress. They get all this info. Walking through the smoke is so risky, but there's the reward. Lapex takes the bomb, and now it's only on Furia. Spray can't connect, and Lapex will double down. Big on the board. That's good to see. And I've got to say, it's a very important round. I don't think a small or even a medium-sized Omen Academy would have been able to pull that one out the bag. But it is the sheer size, the sheer mass of this Omen Academy that has got them their first round. I'm sorry, Big. You just make it too easy.
Hey guys, let us know. Are we over-exaggerating, or are we all in awe of the size of this extra large Omen Academy?
I don't think Big are happy with it. They tweeted us already. It's not going to stop. It's just not going to stop. So, enjoy. Well, what you definitely don't want to stop is this big squad picking up rounds, because they've taken their first. Sneaky, sneaky Furia Academy walking through middle. What will they find? Lapex in a 1v1, but can't get the kill.
Glaive.
He's had a lot of whiffs, man. He's this backstab, and there it is. Double spray, and Glaive's got it locked in. Lapex dead on the site. Furia might just have to commit, and why wouldn't they with 2 picks? Prime Tap's dead as well through the Molotov, and so in come Furia.
Yeah, that's a bit of a question mark there. It was the 4-on-3. They had everything they needed, and now the A site already taken away from you. Setting up for a retake, but a lot of whether or not you even attempt this comes down to how this first engagement goes, right? If they go down a man, this might be the safe call decided. Decency burns out Nick, and I think that just writes you out of the round immediately. They're still looking interested. They're still looking like they want to give this a go. With so low HP on Glaved and Aqua mopped up on the flank, it's another round for Furia Academy.
All the more props to Furia, the fact that they're managing to shut down Aqua here as well, right? It's been easier said than done from the games we've seen out of Big already. He is 1-7. Glaved recovers, right? He's definitely had his fair share of misses, but gets a big double kill in this round. And you know, Maui's worries about Aqua v Prime Tabs, who's holding on to this A site, they seem to be, you know, pretty well founded right now. Prime's not doing all too much on that top site. He's had some rounds, he's had some kills, but really no one is saving the day for Big. Position swaps couldn't hurt. We'll see. Because there's nothing worse than your top player or typical top player just being left in retakes round after round. Now, that being said, you know, credit to Furia, they've kept it fresh. They've not just done one thing. A lot of B plays early, now starting to explore the A-bomb site. CMB, he's been lurking mid and finding often picks as his team keep the pressure down lower. That they do again. Aqua in the connector.
Nice.
Eagles, and Aqua's got a triple. Now he's awake. Now he's raring to go.
Yeah, that could be the lineup. All right, bit of a response. Lapex does take another man out of the round. Connector is just off limits, but that's where the bomb is. They've got no choice but to send Furia into the Lion's Den with Aqua and Lapex here. Right now, both players are looking at short, and Furia has flanked back round to the ladder. However, he's fully bypassing this area.
Yeah.
He's going to look to come down through top con, and if he deals with Lapex, it's all going to come down to if Aqua is able to reposition to fight for this bomb control, right? A big part of me is worried that if Furia gets the drop on, the timing on this, Lapex, perfectly timed, great read on the timings here, but still spotted, and the head removed by Furia. Molly on the bomb, and with the smoke having just gone out, that is enough to win the round for Big Omen Academy. Surely Aqua with 4, 3 on the Deagle, 1 with the AK, and that is a stereotypical Aqua round if ever you've seen one.
Yeah, dude, the body spam. Look at these shots, man. He's not getting headshots. He's just denying everyone in Connector. Really nice try at the clutch for Furia, right? Not just the lineup, but the big flank, the last place that Big expected in that 2v1. And, you know, it's just a shame he can't get it done. Floating in the water right now is Maui. And he is looking fresh AF.
That's sewer water, baby. The sewer king, the rat king, Maui Snake.
Yeah. Floating around, having a ball, dude. How's the water? Let us know.
Oh, it's stinky, all right. ZMB. He's kicking up a stink as well over towards short side. Man advantage, and it's Aqua. Nailed out of the round early. The hero of times gone by is now a bygone himself. 4-on-4, mid-control taken once again, leading into Connector. Leaves a lot of options open for Furia, and Glaved is trying to take some of those options away. This is great timing from him to aggro short. I would love to know who's making this decision, right? Because it's led now to all this info for Big Omen Academy. They know that it's not looking like B. They should start to peel a player in Nick up towards A. And I'm assuming we're going to see that movement come in just a moment, maybe once Lapex gets first contact.
Yeah, and that's not going to be far out either. Smoke fading, he's already seen the first, but he can't hit the shot. And with every shot missed, they get closer. He backs up further. They're already climbing onto the site. Prime's looking at the wall, trying to play anti-flash. It won't work. Ninja's with the entry, and in they come. The flank denied. Ninja's looking ferocious right now. And Furia plant the bomb. That will keep, once again, Big out of the round. Nick's going to go and give it a go, but only 4, and he's crashed. So that one didn't look good. I wondered what had happened when he was standing still, but I feel like we get confirmation there. Dead in the water, and Lapex doesn't want to be the same, so saving his orb down on B. It's a shame about Nick crashing, but on the bright side, I don't think it changed much.
No, at least it wasn't one of these like super close rounds where you've got a big chance, right?
What a read. Did he see a shadow or something? He looked so aware.
Oh, Lapex really doesn't want to part ways with this orb, and so he simply won't.
Yeah, decent save, but I imagine a bit of a techie as we wait for Nick to get back in the server. Maybe it was just a freeze. Anyone who's played Counter-Strike knows that performance, while difficult, is sometimes out of your hands.
Oh. What's going on here? They trying to fix the AC for Furia.
He likes it cool, man.
Oh, listen to this, man. Like he's giving a big old speech. Targux, rallying the troops. They say that you can measure the size of a man not by the weight of his accomplishments, but by the size of his Omen Academy. And goddamn, you're the biggest Omen Academy I've ever seen. That's Targux. Giving some
America's way better nowadays.
Giving some words of inspiration to the boys. Oh,
I love
beautiful.
it. Yeah.
I love some of the stuff that we play have done here, man. It's so cool.
Oh, right.
So just waiting for Nick to get back in. He was the guy missing at the start. I hope he's not having too many problems today.
Does look like he is.
Yeah, poor Nick, man. We love you, Nick. Good luck getting everything fixed. It's not easy. Tech problems are the worst, no matter when they strike or who they strike or what they even are. Even the tiniest of hiccups on game day, well, it's just irritating, isn't it? It's just another thing to have to worry
It's
about.
not what you want to focus on, right? You're trying to think about a game. You're trying to think about, each individual round, each teammate, your decisions, the broader context. And then you're suddenly thinking, man, why does my mouse keep breaking? Why does my computer randomly freeze as soon as I take a fight? And unfortunately, we don't have many answers for that. Furia, though.
Very compelling game out of the Furia Academy. And this is why, I can't imagine they were thrilled with how yesterday went, even though they're able to save a bit of face and, they recover it from being all too much of a battery. This squad has looked really, really good from day one, and I think yesterday was a bit of a low point for them. I imagine they're keen to show, like, look, this is why everyone was paying attention to us. Big Omen Academy, up until yesterday, were looking like favorites at this event, right? They were flawless till taking the loss to Fnatic Rising. And I think Furia Academy want to show that they're capable of dealing that out as well, and that yesterday, well, it was just a bit of a fluke for this squad.
Yeah, more teams looking more competitive with each day that goes on. Shouldn't really be surprised by that statement, but it's nice to see that it's not just a one-trick pony, right? Everyone has good days. Furia having the best day right now, moving up long with 2. The bombs, bombs outside of B. Punched my headset there, didn't I? Trying to scratch my head, but punched my headset. And a lot of space taken on A. This is the first round that Furia have run that hasn't been pretty, clear where it's ending up from the get-go. I mean, this looks like a B end, but that's not going to be the case to Big. First time they have to deal with some sort of fakery. So, contact on long made. And look at the rotate, already drawing 2 more CTs back up top site. 3 more CTs. There's only Nick on B right now. Bigger gambling, and you can't blame Big for the gamble because how many rounds that they have, seen the first players and eventually they've committed. This is a fake by design, and it's worked exactly how Furia wanted it to. They just need to move up B before things get obvious now. 30 seconds, Decency selling the fake. They're so scared as short. Everyone's playing for toilets, and Decency's clearing out the A site. I don't think they're ready for the 2 short players. Here they are. Surprise, surprise.
But Decency's got him down,
B,
yeah.
But he doesn't need to. Did they kill Nick on B, or did he crash? I don't even know, but he's out the server again.
Oh,
he was a solo B player.
Nick. Oh, DC is like not even showing the mercy, right? Like they've got guys, DC and DC is hunting down the remaining players, wanting to make this a very expensive round. Furia Academy, no mercy. 9 on the board. Poor Nick. Do you just want to throw that out there again?
Yeah.
He's gone once more.
I think he got cleared from Barrow. I think he died and then DC'd, but I don't know for a fact. It all happened so fast.
Man, I always feel bad though when a player has like repeated tech problems, right? Like when it's just one and done, and like maybe it loses you 1 round, but then you can get back in. That's one thing. When it's like consistent, it's been happening throughout the day. That's the worst feeling because it's like then it feels like 50% of your brain's on the game, 50% of you is either thinking about future tech problems or thinking how you're gonna have to fix this next time, or paranoid about it happening again. It just kind of takes the focus away from where your brain should be at, which is, solely focused on the game. So I think this is going to be a bit of a test of, Tugux and Lapex really to try and, keep him pumped and keep his head in the right spot in spite of the problems he's experiencing. Once again, Nick, we love you. So good luck getting everything sorted. We do not want this to be happening to you. It sucks that it is.
Oh my goodness. He was in a Molotov and he crashed. So he did get cleared, he did get killed, but he was, again, crashed. Oh my goodness, poor guy. And yeah, it's not just affecting him, it's affecting his team, it's affecting the morale, it's affecting the solo B bomb site hold in that round. Man, Big was so convinced that was an A play just from 2 guys on long. That they left him alone.
Can hardly say you blame them with what Decency does to the guys in the site, right?
But even prior to that, I mean, they gambled 4-1. Like that's pretty crazy for Overpass for the A site at least. But as I said in the round, like Furia haven't run any fakes. It's the first time they've done it. 10 rounds in, 12 rounds in. So it's a really good time to start messing with your opponents. And if you're in, Big's headspace now, you're just wondering, man, why can't we work it out? Why can't we read it? How's your German, Harry?
Come on, man. Everyone knows what that sign says.
Yeah. Olaf,
Fanatic,
back off.
Go away. Yeah. Man. It is crazy to think that was something that we got to live through, the Olaf Pass years. God, those were the days, man. And these are the days as well. There's a lot of days. The days of our lives, yeah. Joey Tribbiani. Shout out that guy one time.
Yeah, sure he's listening. Definitely a real person.
Did you watch the Friends reunion, Hugo?
I did not, sadly.
Me either. But I heard it was actually all right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah, I know. A lot of those kind of shows are terrible, but I don't know, man. Friends is a classic, right? An instant classic. You put it on, you just feel warm. Why are you doing eyes, Hugo? You're not a Friends fan?
No, I love Friends.
I swear to God, I'm about to freak out.
Don't attack me for something that's not true. I love Friends.
Okay, good.
I thought it got cancelled, though. I thought everyone was over Friends. I thought, well, maybe just Vice News. Maybe no one
I don't know, man. Yeah, some people say that, like, yeah, dude, Friends, trash. But those people, they should all be fired into the sun. So, there's that. We're just still waiting for Nick to fix his problems.
Which problems? Just general?
No, PC problems, not like...
life problems.
No,
he's getting his mail
he's going to
now,
the gym quick.
Making some breakfast. Paying his bills. He'll be on later, probably. Second map of the series, maybe. Wait, it's BO1? Shit.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, though. It is a really, really nice sign to have Furia Academy bringing this heat again, right? Most notably, you know, I think ZMB going on a tear and like looking even a lot more confident in his cooling compared to yesterday. Seems to have a great idea of how he wants to approach this map, right? You've got to give Furia Academy credit. You know, they haven't amassed this scoreline solely through Big just missing the mark. The reason why Big are feeling pressured to make these gambles happen is because the site takes have been so decisive out of Furia Academy. Their mid-rounding's been great. The only time really that we've seen any danger posed is when Big Omen Academy have tried to, you know, fight for this connector control and actually gotten away with it. I think that's going to be a pretty integral piece of the puzzle. And with only, you know, a couple of rounds left in this first half, Big Omen Academy don't have long to figure out solutions to these problems. Really hoping that Nick can get everything sorted, man. How's everyone else doing, though?
I'm great, man. Thanks for asking.
How are you guys all doing at home? It's Friday. That means it's almost the weekend. In fact, you know, it's 4:30 in the UK. So, you know, if you're watching this from Europe, maybe it's a little later. Maybe you're home from work. You're easing into the weekend now. Well, don't worry, because we got these academy teams playing all weekend long and next week as well. Lots of CS to keep an eye on. Lots of these teams to follow this journey of. It has been a real treat getting to watch them as well. So cool that Furia Academy are even here. I love that.
Yeah,
and they've really shown why Brazil is such a feared region in Counter-Strike terminology, right? Like one thing I will say is, you know, like when you look at South American CS, like at the lower tiers, there is like a lot of competition out there, right? I think that's why it's kind of surprising that, you know, we don't have even more top BR teams.
Yeah, I think obviously the region alone is a hard enough one. We've seen, you know, BR teams that play domestically when they play in these NA Cups or they come out and they play a European event, they actually hold their own. They actually do all right. So it's like, you know, I wouldn't even say it's just a case of, oh, you know, they're not good enough. Well, a lot of them don't have the support structure, the money, the funding, the opportunities, the team event invites to even showcase their ability. And yeah, I think it's really cool. You know, like obviously in Brazil, we know what the culture's like around esports, around Counter-Strike especially, you know, with the SK era coming in over the past few years with some of the Brazilian names that have made, you know, a name for themselves. It's no surprise that people are hungry to get a piece of the pie, if you were. Because, man, it's tasty.
Well, I think this is what, you know, the kind of the cool thing about this Furia Academy squad is, right, is like, as mentioned, you know, there were some opportunities given up to field this exact 5-man roster, and clearly they're all believing in this project. It's not one of these situations where, like, everyone's just eyeing up because I think, right, the issue you have with, like, some of these up-and-coming South American and even North American teams is it feels like the fastest route to get out there and get to the top is to just get picked up by one of the existing top teams, right? But one of the cool things about Furia Academy is they seem quite sold on developing as this 5 and building up around it, right? Maybe you end up with a situation where one of these dudes goes on to maybe be subbed out with Honda and you get swapping around there. But, you know, largely it feels like they're focused around progressing as this unit, as this squad.
Drop taking his name quite seriously.
Yeah, good man, good man. It's all about the brand.
Yeah, he's got a standard to hold himself to. That's important.
Your Academy coach must be having an easy time right now. He hasn't had to talk at all, and he's just walking about in the background like, yep, boys, you're doing great.
Keep it up.
And we got the crickets here. Ooh.
The rattlesnake.
Why does it look so focused when it's like really intensely homed in on making
right clicking is very important. Look, I mean, he's clearing some serious angles right now.
Oh my god! I felt
I'm having an aneurysm. Help me.
Oh, I feel like I'm in a music video. Oh, well, that was kind of vomit-inducing.
Yeah.
So Nick, how you doing, bud? I wonder what's happening with old mate Nick. I wonder what's. I mean, everyone's just Just chilling out, just waiting. We're all just waiting. Appreciate you lot hanging in there with us. I know we got some intense little action going on.
One word for it.
It's anyone's game over here in T-Spawn. Who will win the annual Glock clicking championship?
Damn it! Yeah, this really does suck for Nick because not only did he, he crashing around, then he gets in for another round. You think, oh, it's all solved, and then within like 60 seconds, he's gone again. It's like, okay, maybe a PC swap, maybe a internet reboot.
We could just fully podcast this. I've been trying to not, but I guess.
Well, you might not have to.
Oh, thank the Lord, Nick. Is that you? Is that Nick? Is it him? It's someone. I feel like we're playing Guess Who.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like we're playing Guess Who.
All right, he's on the B side. He plays M4A4 head armor, and he's got a massive Orman Academy. You're right, it's Tugux.
Wait, is it actually?
I hope it's
I was going to say, dude, please don't meme like that.
Yeah.
Hugo. Show me Nick. Is it Nick?
Single man, reveal yourself.
Oh my God. Nick's in the camera. Ooh, we got a replacement coming in. So it looks like Nick can't fix his issues. That's a bit of a shame.
That is a shame.
That sucks.
Yeah, we had a stand-in the other day as well when I think it was Shane was having problems.
Shane had issues. So we had
Fessor. Did they win that? I don't.
No, they were 40-1 down when he joined, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or it was like 40-4 or something.
It was pretty bad. Already.
He didn't join at the best of times,
No.
and
well, this is still recoverable.
Arguably, the guy who's coming in for Big Open Academy. He might be in a similar kind of situation as Fessor here.
It is a trial by fire for sure. But this is not 14-5. This is recoverable. We can still, have a comeback here for Big. And hell, maybe this fifth player will, have something to prove. Really be top of the board. Who knows?
Yeah.
Depends who it is. I'm excited. I'll get that confirmation for you now.
Now, I love these little drawings, right? These aren't given enough love, in my opinion. This one, let's name them. Let's figure out names. So we got the purple dude. Hang on, give me some. There, this is good. This is a nice angle. So let's figure out names. I like. Oh, there we go. I like this one. Okay, this dude is probably my favorite, Hugo. This blue guy. Yeah, we all know this dude, Olaf. All right, man. I know Olaf. He already has a name. What would you guys name the little dudes on the pillar? I want to call one of them Squeegee. Because they do be looking like a squeegee.
Don't know who that is.
Come on, man. It's like the Mario's cousin. Oh, I guess it would be Luigi's cousin. Squeegee.
I imagine they're in the same family.
So you have like the plumbing one and then the window cleaning one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. They cover a whole line of work there, Hugo. So look at this. Look at this. We got ND subbing in for Big Omen Academy.
Yeah.
ND in the server.
Still waiting to see if that's his real nick or if it's just a fake nick. Well, it is technically.
What,
it is.
What
a
do
fake,
you mean? Yeah,
it is a fake nick.
It is a
Nick's
fake
not
nick.
here. Yeah, you know what I mean, though.
All right, guys, we're just getting ND in, getting him enrolled in the Big Omen Academy. Of course. This whole place does shut at 9 PM, as you can see from that sign there. So we really do have to get a move on here. Last thing we want is the German authorities coming after us.
What will you be eating, Harry, or drinking?
What is it? There's bistro.
There's a bit of ice cream.
Oh, a bit of ice cream. Bit of
some
ice
shakes
cream.
on the right. Oh.
Oh, dude, it almost says get Frank over on the right.
Yeah.
Valve should do that. Throw an F in there.
Well, it's probably wouldn't make sense.
No, it wouldn't.
German.
But it would be like a low-key Frankie appreciation sign.
It's one way to do it.
And who don't love Frankie Ward, you know?
True,
so
true that.
Plus, should have an item on a cafe named after her. That's kind of sweet. No one else has that. Hugo, what would you? Actually, you do have an item.
I have a drink called the Hugo.
Yeah.
That I
make at home, and it's
just a glass of water with ice.
Bathtub gin, actually.
Bathtub gin, yeah. I ferment it in my bathtub. You don't.
Great for the skin.
Great for the gin. No, the Hugo is
dude,
like an Errol spritzer.
Now, don't get me wrong. As far as picnics go, that's pretty shit. It's a piece of bread and a bottle of something.
Look, times are tough, Harry. The economy is
at an all-time low.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got confirmation it is ND playing in for Nick. So welcome ND to the server. Welcome ND to the Weplay Academy League. And thank you for filling in on such short notice. Your work is truly appreciated, but your work has not begun. 9-2 down.
So I'm assuming
some big rounds.
I'm assuming that this is a Mr. Christian Wolf, ND, 20 years of age.
What else you got for me?
Hasn't played many a game, but I'm trying to see if he's been with any notable names here. No, not really.
That's cool.
Played with a squad called Plan B. And he was very much Plan B for a Big Omen Academy in this game. And once again, ND, thank you very much for stepping in, helping Big Omen Academy out, filling the boots of Nick, who's having a bit of a nightmare right now. And we're back into this after a bit of a delay. So thank you all for bearing with us. I know that probably wasn't the highlight of this game for y'all, but we're gonna really step it up as we get back in. Lapex already gone. That AWP swept aside. That was the only dangerous thing donned in this round by Big Omen Academy. And Drop is juggling it out of connector, just trying to remove that AWP as a saving option for Big Omen Academy.
Yeah, the sad reality is ND has $800, so he's not even going to be able to buy with his team next round, not fully. He'll probably have to just piece together whatever he can. In this one, expecting it to be quick for Furia Academy. They're lobbing some util into the A-bomb site. And down the pieces start to tumble for Big. Gun dropped, can be thrown out, but probably doesn't need to be, as Primetats is all that stands left on A. It's more of a matter of time. Can he get one? Can he bring one with him? No, not today. So there it is. ZMB, again, looking very good individually, right? It feels like when he is performing, when he is hitting those shots, everything falls behind it. We saw that in the Vertigo game, the Astralis talent. We saw it, the opposite of it, yesterday, where he was very quiet again on Vertigo against the VP Prodigy side. Here we go, though. Gun rounds in. Nick gone. ND in, and he's got a FAMAS at least. He's managed to piece together a buy. Even an AWP on Lapex, who wants to get involved in the middle. Glaive covering his close smoke. Prime taps in the connector. 2 on B. But Furia have, moved away from these fast B rushes that they began the half with, and they've started to show us a little bit more flair. So nothing wrong with the setup for Big, as Furia walk right into it.
Up they come, Prime taps with the first, but he can't find anything else. Glaive might just have to hang around and fight, and only good for one himself. He at least gives Lapex a bit of room to get out of danger and back up into the A site. Now ND is here to help supplement this A hold, while Aqua has aggroed through Monster and has a lot of info down towards B, so you're able to maintain this double A stack as long as Aqua keeps his position outside of the B site on lock.
Yeah, he kind of wants to flank, you can see that, but at the same time, if he does and Furia come back down through connector, he'll be out of position, so he isn't really able to activate yet. He's got to hope his team get the info, and they're about to. Bombs on the site with an entry as well. Decenty hits a headshot, Furia falls. Decenty now winning his 1v1, and as said, Aqua is a long way away, but he's walking up CT. Decenty thinks he's close. Little does he know, he's now losing time that he has to get this bomb planted. And he's going to try and play for CT as well. Uh-oh. Now, this is fine if he goes for the fight, but you can see Aqua's not giving away anything. He's hoping Decency makes the mistake of an over-rotation and pushes in deep. Decency clears out spawn, and it's good enough for him. He's going to get that plant for CT. Now, Aqua is in a prime position to win the round. Decency probably expecting a short or a long post plant. Looks very unaware right now, running back into the bank and walking to what may be his death. And there it goes. Aqua wins the round. Very nice, safe play from Aqua. And that's what we needed here for Big if they were ever going to recover. Can they build off it, though?
All right, it's nice, though. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's having a bit of a laugh. Aqua with the round there. 3 on the board for Big Omen Academy. And it doesn't feel like their spirits are dampened. I think we're going to need to put a lot more stock in Aqua's performance here now, though, with Nick no longer present. Also, 2 of the more quiet players here for Big Omen Academy, both getting kills in that round. Yeah, they were traded, but within the confines of that coming down to the 1v1, they were still important kills to be found over here on the con side. It's also the first time it feels like Big Omen Academy have really had much of a solution to this con control. This round, they've boosted the AWP of Lapex up in middle. Somehow, though, he never saw ZMB get out, and now he's deep over towards long. Apex will go back to keep an eye on it, and while this is happening, ND holding onto the monster tunnel. You might not know just how dangerous Monster is about to become.
Ooh, they're walking through. The timing is so good. ND just turned away. He's going to get back to safekeeping. Sees this shadow and drops a Molotov. ND stalling this play, not letting them kill him. And he even takes a kill with a flash as well. Somehow still standing. They haven't closed the gap, and he's running out of ammo. 4 bullets. We'll get a new mag in. Apex covers with the AWP. The flank is here, and there's no getting out of this one alive. Lovely little play for ND there. Gotta credit is, you know, how stable he looks in that round. Never gives it away. Waits for his flashes. Plays off his teammates. Big find a 4th.
So since ND's joined, they've won just as many rounds as they were able to field without the guy. And hell, man, maybe that's kind of enough, right? Like, because you're appreciating, if you're Big Omen Academy, you're kind of appreciating this as a bit of a screwed situation, right? Yeah. With Nick dropped out, but everyone's still managing to laugh their way through it. Oh, the B rush, hang on a moment, I'll hold that thought, because ND's dead. Ninja's with the opener. And Prime Taps falls as well. Now, they're not ready for Glaive. He gets that kill for free, but now they know about him. He's called for rotations from Lapex. He's smoked off at CT, and ZMB is rushing them down. Double kill to close out that first half, and it's 11-4 in favor of Furia Academy.
I like it when ZMB gets wild as well. That's always fun. Ah, nice little B rush to close it out there. And Ninjas, I gotta say, he's been really providing with the entries today. I won't lie, from all the players in this team, he has looked like the weaker one in games gone by. He's definitely had some moments of that you question really what he's doing, but he looks solid right now, finding opening kills on both bomb sites and getting 11 rounds on your T side of Overpass. You're going to be feeling just fine if you are Furia. Obviously, it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Certainly helps Furia's case that Big had this crash and all this delay. Whatever their game plan was with Nick, now they've got to get a new guy involved, get him up to speed quickly for their T-Hop. But I never want to use that to take it away for Furia, because what did they went, what, 9-2 up before we even had that crash? And, one of the 2 crashes of Nick didn't change the outcome of the round. The other one may have, only slightly. So, absolutely not worth taking this victory away from Furia. 9-2 before anything happened, or 8-2.
Yeah, and I think, for Furia Academy and the credit that they deserve, I like that, we haven't had Nick plagued with this from, round 3 or something like that, right? It was deep within the first half with the first EC. and the second one came immediately after it. You know, this entire first half has been a story of great call and great individuals on the Furia Academy squad. So now we're going to go listen in to the team speak as we embark on this pistol round.
Sai
Não,
reto
vai
aí,
esgoto,
sai
vai
reto aí.
esgoto, eu vou travar você.
Bora,
Mano,
guys.
eu
Foco,
acho que
foco,
você
foco, sem
para.
brincadeira.
Ah, é.
Vai travar não, né?
É, sim, é. Tá com uma smoke de rush.
Ok.
Nada meio.
Nada sapa.
Nada.
Segurando ainda,
Acho que vai
já
estourar
roda.
B, hein?
Crava TR, crava TR.
Tô segurando o flash
trava
top atrás de vocês.
Vai dar.
Vamos ver,
Banguei dele, banguei dele.
3.
Matou certo.
Passou um pular no seu colete.
Vamos
Entrou
coçar.
já. Shiu, entrou. Bombe
Ponte
já.
é minha.
Um pilar.
Vamos comer o esquerda. Esquerda é o
Pilar
pilar
tá
já.
cravado em mim, guys.
Bombe e a frente pular.
Valeu.
Vocês avançaram o sapo?
Aham.
O ninja avançou.
And we're back, baby. Big Omen Academy, pistol round under their wing. And suddenly, it's easy to forget about that first half. Suddenly you're believing again. Are you believing, Harry? Did you ever stop?
I don't like to talk about my beliefs, Hugo, in a live environment. But you know, I don't want to write Big Omen Academy off because of how we've seen them look, right? But I will say, having a stand-in, you know, bought in to try and recover this second half, if they can pull it back, my God, credit is deserved. Because they shouldn't be able to, like, being real. It's going to take if you put a lot of tier 1 teams in this position with a stand-in who could be far more notable, this would still be a rough spot to be in.
Remember when Mouse Sports subbed in Simple? Was it Mouse Sports? Pretty sure it was. Or maybe I'm getting that team wrong. It was on Train. It might have been Fnatic. I don't know. It was one of the teams in Counter-Strike Go. I'm making it up now. Damn it. You're looking at me and you're making me feel like I'm wrong.
No,
it's one of those
don't.
teams.
Dude, I'm bad at remembering stuff, Hugo.
Yeah, well, he stood in for some Pro League team and just destroyed their opponent. That was a while ago, though. Maybe you can find out. I think that actually caused rule changes for, you know, who you can sub in and yeah, you can't get a player from another org in the same competition. Because let's be real, that seemed pretty unfair. Maybe ND is the next Simple. We'll have to find out. Furia re-smoking Monster. Got to watch out for the spam. And there's going to be spam, all right. Players starting to run through with a flash and the Deagle up close. Ninjas, you're not supposed to do that. You know you're not supposed to do that. Wrapped from the short side. He goes back. ND getting the kills. And now a 3-on-3. Not out of the woods yet. Oh, big though. There's still a player in the pit. Period turns. And ND is saving the day right now. He's looking for the ace. Oh, there's 4, but he can't find the 5th. Doesn't matter. You've done your job. Big win the round, 6-11. And it was only an anti-force by right. It got very costly. Those deags from Ninjas in Monster were good, but still, rounds around for Big. Start building.
All right, Hugo, I figured it out. I went and did my research.
Who
You
was
were
it?
right. It was Mouse Sports.
Yeah.
They subbed Simple in Vestico
Against
back
who?
at ECS Season 5 versus Virtus Pro.
That's what I was thinking. Yes, okay. Yeah, and he topped the series.
Yeah, that makes sense.
obviously. No surprise. All right. Just waiting for Extra Salt to sub you in.
One of these days,
One
man.
of these days. 100
days.
ping king.
They told me I'm that 6th man.
Got it in verbal contract or well?
No, written contract.
contract, even
Well,
better.
not contract, but written.
Well-
I got a written notice that I'm the 6th. Omen ND, meanwhile. Look at this guy. You put the
Where are you going with this?
there was a joke forming, but it took too long. The punchline wouldn't have hit right. Y'all weren't ready for it. Aqua out into the B site. He's been spotted, and that's going to keep numbers here. But oh no, Big Omen Academy are coming back with the bomb. They're going to go join him over here at Monster. And Furia are also going away from B. They're also like, they're going, nah, man, there's no way this is legit, dude. This one guy with a Mac 10. Oh my God, look at this. They're crawling. They're creeping. They're like little slippery spiders sliding across the carpet into the B site. And Aqua gonna charge down the last man in CT. It's just Furia left alive.
Since when were spiders slippery? I don't really know. I don't touch them, but
They look it, right?
yeah, maybe.
And also, right, spiders, they crawl in your mouth when you sleep. So maybe that's why they're slippy, Hugo.
Do they actually? I thought that was an old.
No,
folks
bro, I'm
tale.
pretty sure, like,
Don't you eat,
statistically,
like, 3
you
spiders
swallow,
a day
like,
or something.
3 a day, yeah.
That's
It's like fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, Furia! He's like a spider, he spun the web and he's trapped ND in it. Womp, womp, spammed and finished off by Glaive. 7 on the board for Big Omen Academy. All right, they're getting our attention. They win the pistol, they get the conversion rounds.
But this is it, Harry. This is the gun round. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, safe to say. Furia, more than anyone, they want to win a round. They want to quench their thirst, quell the threat before it rears another head. And really, they should be able to.
Although I will say, T-side, this is where I think you're going to get Aqua doing his best work, right? As mentioned with this guy, he likes to play alone for the most part on these T-sides. It's interesting because, you know, then you'll see him lean into like very pivotal anchor roles on that CT half, ZMB, flashing himself back in for another go at this. Won't actually commit to the fight. Flash into the toilets for Big Omen Academy, and they're working this A control. I wonder if they're going to try and take connector. The T half for Furia Academy very much hinged around having con control and the opportunity to rotate between either site. And so we are seeing Lapex starting to clear connector now. So Big Omen Academy have got this same degree of freedom on their T side, thanks to the positioning that Lapex has taken.
So here we go. Little A stack. Triple set up, and unless Big back up into the unknown of the B site, they're going to be walking right into this one. Just got to hold your own if you're Furia, not decide to rotate, not panic, because it's quiet, and boy is it quiet. Big are walking up into the Molotov in toilets, and they're going to explode with a flashbang. There it goes. Smoke drop. Big getting closer. Decency looking to climb up and over on the bomb site. Furia behind the truck, peeking out off the orb, and he gets almost a double. Instead, Lapex gets a transfer. Decency was never cleared out for the bomb site. He will only get one before he departs the round, and now it's suddenly winnable for Big after all.
Yeah, chance at the bomb plant. Sure, Apex is tagged up, but Prime Tab's still sat on 100. Ninjas and Drop left in this retake. They're grouped together, both coming up through CT. And now peeking up over the dumpster, first point of contact. Gonna be Lapex here on the truck. He has just made matters very tricky. Drop, seemingly not aware, runs right into him. Big Omen Academy are up onto 8. And oh no. Oh dear, a little partial investment looming for Furia Academy. And Big Omen Academy are starting to grind their way back into this game with a standard. Credit has got to go to the Big Omen Academy squad for this kind of resilience.
Absolutely, this is super impressive, right? Lapex is leading the charge, providing a lot of great rounds, and you know, it's often been Aqua required to perform, but you know, it's not like he's quiet, but he's not doing his usual heavy lifting, and still Bigger finding some sustenance 4 rounds in a row in this second half. That's put Furia on pistols as well, so it's going to get easier before it gets harder. 1 round for quote-unquote free. Don't want to let these get out of control. Big certainly won one of these eco rounds in their first half. So let's see. The Furia have any special tricks to run in a round where, you know, you can afford to throw caution to the wind. Eagles and armor. Definitely got a chance to win it. At the same time, you are not favored. So If you want to make a risky play, go for a crazy peek. This is the round to do it. There they go with a flash out monster. They crunch and they collapse upon Big Omen Academy. Lapex holds strong. And that is huge, right? Not only keeping the control and getting out alive, but that's 2 rifles that could have been given to Furia. Lapex has just saved the round with those kills. Or has he?
Yeah, there's an AK retrieved on Furia, and with mid-control still held aggressively. Look at the area of the map the Big Omen Academy have been pushed into, right?
And they don't know.
They don't realize quite how far they're being forced into these passive positions, but that kill has given them a lot of breathing room. Up through long, but back into decency. They trade that out, and now it is just Furia left with this hero AK recovered from B, but oh my god. Big Omen Academy are going his way. Furia has started to believe, like, surely they're going A after getting these 2 A kills, so he's moving up through Con. And if he'd hung around outside of Monster, he would have been in the right place at the right time for this push.
Yeah, it still shouldn't have won the round, but now it's just a save at this point, right? You're realizing all too late. He's flanking long, and as smoke start to land on B, it's going to become blindingly obvious. And Furia, what can you do but run away? Big, man, they're doing this. An 11-4 down. Not able to field squat on their defense, but put them in the attack, and boy, do the results show. Nine rounds. You might say 9, but Big would say yeah.
Wow. Wow, Hugo, that's pretty astute, we'll say. Did you have to look in the German to English dictionary for long to come up with that one, or...?
Quick bit of Google Translate. No, I know what no is in German because, you know, I often get offered sparkling water, so it's good to be prepared.
Oh, yeah. To hit them with the 9.
9! Bitter.
9 bitter. Bitter means please. No,
please.
No. Well, Ashtang beat up. ZMB is peeking middle and actually won't commit to it. Instead, it's Decency boosted up to make first contact. And Aqua on the receiving end of that. Ooh, man advantage taken for Furia Academy. Furia wanting to put this AK to good use, right? He saved it out of the last round, and he's lost it in this one. But Decency will come in with the big trade kills. Big Decency, big D. Glaved out in middle, creeping his way towards Con, but Decency, guy who's on a tear, having a great round. He's in this position. Answer Glaive decides he's just going to go get that bomb. Maybe try join up with Lapex on a B hit. The odds heavily stacked against Big Omen Academy, right? I mean, this is going to be their toughest go at a round. However, Lapex is desperately trying to create some room, create a bit of space in a round like this. And now in a 2-on-3, Big Omen Academy find themselves believing in the round again.
Yeah, I like that. Grab a kill out B and then just reset. Go back to that A site. It will take some time, right? You realize that Furia will probably realize that you're not recommitting if they just try and go for any information at B. But at the end of the day, this felt unwinnable now. Maybe not so much. You can, you know, certainly win this round by getting that first kill on A. You get it, 2v2, the bomb's down, suddenly you're favored. So this 2-on-4 is looking good for Big as they start to clear.
But are they ready? ZMB, are they ready for ZMB, right? He just needs even one here would make all the difference. I don't know about him. I don't know about him. He's crossing past him. ZMB with the first. Oh, the double. Beautiful stuff from this guy. And the defuse is in. Furia Academy up on a 12, plays it to perfection around those smokes, hits them with the element of surprise, the most dangerous element of them all, and is now keeping that lead in favor of Furia Academy.
Yeah, and that's the difference for Furia, right? They come into the round with a plan. They come into the round with a way to get a pick, and that is that con boost, right? Decency going up and over, getting a first frag, and then it all just falls around, you know, around that. Bigger trying to trade the kill. They try to clear out connector, and, you know, Furia are just double set down con, ready to trade out with B players. It's a difference a plan can make, hey? It's a nice round out of Decency. And ZMB as well, doubling up to close. Should not have had both there, but you will take it. Taking the orb into middle, Furia's got the spawn, and he is really throwing himself into it, but yeah, I thought they were just going to go for the shot, back up, and maybe swap guns. Instead, ZMB's committed with a rifle. He said, you want the orb, keep it, mate. And he will. Furia putting it to good use, taking that kill down mid. The rest of Big coming up connector, and Furia now with mid cleared out. Although you got to be a little fearful of the spawn timing, they know they have Big trapped down lower, and so Big will stay there, taking the water control, setting up for a B play, and looking to go pronto.
Yeah, only Ninja's actually in the site. Drop tried to move in to help him out and gets caught out of position as a result. It's ND the stand-in getting all the kills in this round, mate. 11 and 8 on the dude. He's played like considerably less rounds than anyone else on Big Omen Academy, and he finds himself second on the board.
Hungry, man. Hungry to prove himself, right? That is the, this guy, I presume, is on the active roster for this team, on the sub bench, as teams have added, 1 or 2 players for subs, just in case. And you got to say, subs probably don't get a lot of chances to prove themselves, especially being already the sub for an academy team, right? But when you get that opportunity, when you get subbed in, when you get given the chance to go, you better prove yourself. So ND has really done that already. 11 and 8. And what a way to get Big believing again, right? It felt like it was over, Harry, at 11-4. It felt like Big were ready to roll over and die. Well, now, reinvigorated with a new guy in the squad, with double digits now, you're only just behind Furia Academy. What a game. Can Furia find solutions? Because right now they're getting dealt similar to what they were dishing out in that first half, right? These first 30-second B plays just off the back of a barrels molly, a quick flash out monster, and you've got 4 dudes running out. So you got to watch out for that.
It's an interesting problem to be poised, because a lot of this is coming off the back of how Furia Academy are working this mid control, right? They're dedicating 2 or 3 players over towards A early with the goal of taking middle away, and then shuffling their setup around, right? And what this is allowing you to do, if you're Big Omen Academy, is you get the info that this mid play is coming in. Well, the moment you spot it, you know that B site is weak, and so they're reacting to this information very quickly with these heads-up B plays, and it's causing a lot of problems for Furia. Look, once again, leaning into a mid play, but this time it's a little different, right? They haven't lent 3 up towards A early. ZMB is alone fighting middle, and Furia is responsible for con. The aggression of Decency is instead directed towards short. This is an on-the-fly adjustment to the problems that Big Omen Academy have been causing. However, they still find the openers. It's Aqua with a double. And now, in a 4-on-3, you can wait, knowing the pressure is on your opponent. Lapex, will he hit the right timing here? They're waiting for the smoke fade, and then they're going to push through Monster, dealing with the first, and able to follow up. It's kept in a 2-on-2, but Drop is low. ZMB has saved his life. Get down, Drop. ZMB is here. Your guardian angel has just kept this round alive.
Drop should be dead, man. 5 health. How does he not fall into that lineup? Now he's ready to close it. ND in the 1v2, and he doesn't know where to look. Drop with the round, and that should never have come through for Furia Academy. I love the little monster play in that 3-on-4, but they lined up, man. They were dead. 1 bullet would have made all the difference, would have really won out the round for Big. Instead, it's this. ZMB providing cover, and 13 rounds for Furia, reminding Big what they're up against. Second round of the half here for Furia. Baby steps.
Oh, Aqua, there's an opener. Aqua is not the guy you want to give these chances to. and at least Ninjas is able to get that trade. A lot of credit got to go the way Ninjas there, man. That is not an easy 4-on-4 to return. Decency gonna mop up a player down here in Con, but Glaive should be on for the trade, and indeed he is.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not considering mid there at all. Wasn't even thinking about it. He cleared Con, didn't have that water info, dropped the smoke, but then should immediately be looking up the stairs. 3-on-3. Got a player behind the bomb site, just waiting, just trying to stay alive. Furia dancing as they're making so much noise. Back turn freebie, but he gets traded after one, and the bomb has been planted for Big. They're already running out. Furia keeping the pressure on, not letting Big get comfortable or get into post plants. Both CTs fighting, and they're going to trade their way to a win. Drop with a kill, and Furia with the round, 14-10. It may have been a quiet start. It may have been the beginning of a comeback for Big, but it could all be put to rest here and now.
Yeah, it really could, and that's such a shame, right? I think no matter how you slice this, you've got to praise the resilience out of Big Omen Academy, right? So we've even got it to this scoreline from how one-sided it was, you know, approaching the end of that first half of play. The fact that we are even in a world where we were considering a comeback when they're playing with a stand-in is pretty remarkable stuff. I gotta say once more, you know, shout out ND for being available so quickly. Just to give him a bit more love and appreciation. If you're a big Omen Academy fan and you've also been impressed with what you got out of ND, his Twitter, ND CSGO. There you go.
Aren't you kind?
Big up, ND. Thank you for appearing on such short notice to help out your old mate Nick.
No. Big Omen Academy up. But yeah. Oh, the flash play again. Everyone's blind. But there was one man looking into the wall, and that man is Glaive. Oh, wait, no, it was Aqua. Glaive got the kill, though. Forget everything I said. Aqua was playing anti-flash, but he wasn't needed. Thanks, Glaive. 5-on-4 now for Big. World's your oyster. Let's hope you're not allergic to seafood.
Oh my. It's a standoff here at Long. Oh my. Ooh. Ninjas fighting with the guy at tree, but over on the left-hand side of the screen, look at this conga line moving his way.
He knows he can't run away. He wanted to.
Oh, yeah. He's just got to fight. He's just got to fight to the death. Flash goes over, but it's a little deep, and no one at the front of that conga line was blind. Now they also know about Decency in this A bomb site. You know, you already likely suspected that there was a little bit more that you're walking into. And so he's tried to switch up his position by taking toilets away. And he get one. One kill would be huge. However, it's immediately cancelled out with the trade on drop. And Aqua, taking matters into his own hands, has left it all on Furia.
Yeah, they're already here to shut him down. Big, forget the plan. They're trying to fight this one out. Grabs the gun and runs away. Even Furia won't give this a go, and that's really saying something. We're at a point in the game where Big are still here to play, even if Furia don't want to admit it.
Yeah, and you know, thus far, dude, it really feels like a lot of this CT defense is coming off of largely Decency, right? I don't love saying that like one guy's doing everything, but look at him, dude. He's 27 and 15. Yeah. He's almost 30 kills deep, and the next nearest on his team is 17 on Ninjas.
Woo. Right?
Like, it feels like when these A players are coming in, Decency might do all he can to get, you know, a double kill, a multi-kill of some description, and then the defense just gets melted around him. I also think that Big Omen Academy's solutions to the aggression out of Furia Academy have been brilliant, man. Like, they're really, really good at turning this aggressive play into a downfall of the Furia squad, which is something that at the top level teams still struggle to do versus the main Furia team.
Yeah, and a lot of these T rounds have been like rounds where Big have been resetting as well, right? Like they start outside Monster with 4 dudes. We saw that flash play come in. Furia get a load of information. They don't get a kill, but they go, there's 4 Monster with a bomb. Then boom, Big just run back through spawn. They reset A, and they keep you guessing. So, you know, it's not like we've had lots of stacks that have been read well by Furia. It's just been Big walking into, you know, 5-on-2s, like 2-2 split setup. So yeah, it's nice right now. It's going well. Even though Furia may have that little bit more breathing room at 14, this comeback has been all Bigs, baby. 3 rounds in the second half for the Brazilians. That's it. And it was 11-4 down. Why give up now? AK save for Furia. Everyone else eco in this one. And so, aside from that one man, Big should be feeling comfortable.
Oh, flash into middle. Lapex, this is your chance just to have a stat pad round, my guy. Oh no, Glaive is trying to steal. Everyone wants a bit of the stat pad.
Furia trying to force Big into B with that play, right? The 4 pistols with a flash went over middle, and down on B is Furia with the AK. They were hoping that Big would see that mid push and just run away, go, run B, go. But no, Big go, oh, USPs? Yum, yum. And they're still holding. Can't go up the ladder.
Oh,
You are
prime
joking.
tabs!
He's still watching.
Oh,
How does he get dinged?
it's fine. He got dinged for 6, so it's a bit misleading.
And this AK that was a B, Harry, where is it now?
Ah.
Connector.
It's in, yes, the position where they were, but now aren't.
It's fine, you can save it again.
Yeah, you know, it's all good. It was with the intention of, yeah, man, I'll just save if they dodge me. And they will dodge it. So Piria's left saving. ZMB. I don't really know what ZMB can do here, bless him. I think he's just going to get shot in the back, if I'm honest. And there it is. At least he turns to get shot in the front. It's 12 on the board for Big Omen Academy, and a flawless round to get them there. Admittedly, only up against the pistols, but every little helps at this point in time, right? This is a bit of money banked up now. This is a grind to the finish line for Furia Academy. They're going to have to break through full buys in every one of these rounds that they're winning. So this is a lot easier said than done, right? A 14-12, you might think, yeah, they still got plenty of time to close this out. Well, in reality, they've only got like 1 rifle round between them and an even scoreline. Or actually, no, 1 rifle round between them and Big Omen Academy running away with this game, potentially. You lose this, you go 13-14 down, having to take an eco. Suddenly, 14-14, and it's anyone's game.
CMB holding for the 5-man boost as well. Planning for every contingency, and you'll need to. Big is setting up to just explode in this B bomb site. Lapex is alone in middle. Everyone else ready to run wild. Here they go. Contact play to start, but the flash will follow soon. And a Molotov on the barrel. There it goes. Ninjas, he's already dropped his smoke, and it will extinguish the fire somehow. Here he is down in the pit, and Big, they are committing. It's getting very weird though, slowing down. A re-smoke at Heaven finally coming in. The bomb is out monster, but Furia haven't seen numbers. They don't know what to expect. A re-molly somehow still standing. Is Ninjas on the barrel? And look at this push. It's come to a stop.
Yeah. Oh my god, double molly! Whoa, they burn out Ninjas. But all this time taken to throw this util, I mean, Furia Academy, not like they don't know where you're going. They've got all the numbers here, or at least they did. They're swept aside in the blink of an eye. Big Omen Academy are on to 13. It's a save for decency.
What a call for Big. I think they just realized that how many rounds that Furia are playing that barrel's position, and how when the mollies come down, they drop that pillar smoke, they'll back out pit, they'll recommit barrels later. And so Big just decide, you know what, let's focus on, before we actually commit with this one, let's get a kill. Let's get this barrel's kill. And so they throw a molly, it gets smoked. They throw another molly, they wait it out. Then they throw a third molly. And at that point, you can't really expect Ninjas to be living. He's not made of fire. Now he is. Burnt out the B site, and then Big just explode. And of course, who's at the forefront with double entries, Harry? It's ND. Providing whatever he can, providing what he needs to right now to get Big back in this game.
Yeah, Nick must be watching on from the sidelines, feeling happy for the boys that they're still able to make something out of this game. You know Nick's a nice guy like that. Beautiful from ND.
Here we go, man.
And it's well and truly something to consider now. As mentioned, right, if you lost that last round on the Furia Academy side, which they did, you're on an eco now. You've got that 1 M4 on Decency, or the 1 AK rather.
Doing it again.
And Big Omen Academy are once more stacking up, wanting to test your B site defense.
They go. Deagle's up close, and they can get dangerous very quickly. Drop shows us how. Goes back on the barrels. Molly, is it going to be re-mollied? Who knows? There it is. He still hits the shot. Lapex with a backstab onto the flanker, and it's only dropping the bomb site. They know he's here. He's had a couple, and he can't get any more. Big 14 rounds. What a comeback. Alf gets. But is it all for nothing, Harry? Is this where Furia finally figure out what the hell is going on?
Mate, I was all in Furia Academy. You know that about me, Hugo. I was a big fan of these guys, but I cannot help but get swept up in the majesty that is a comeback with a stand-in from a crazy dominant first half. We came into the second half at play at 11-4 in favor of Furia Academy, and with a stand-in, Big Omen Academy have tied the game up at 14-14. And if they win this rifle, like, okay, this isn't, you know, a situation where it's even odds anymore. Being real, looking at how this is shaped up, the advantage lies heavily with Big Omen Academy. Not just because they found all the success in this second half. Furia Academy have managed 3 solitary rounds on the 11 that Big have put together. But on top of that, Big have got stacks of cash, right? They're buying regardless of if they win this. Whereas for Furia Academy, if they take an L here, they are broke up against 15.
This is what it has all come down to. ND warming up.
Yeah, gotta give love to ND again. Once more, man. This guy showed up, very little notice, replacing Nick, who had some tech problems, and look at what they've been able to accomplish. It's ND CSGO once again. If you've been loving what we've been getting out of this guy.
He's been shooting hoops in the locker room, just waiting for his chance on the stage, on the field. Here we go. All for this, round 29. Big B-site has been so good to them. Molotov is ready on drop. That's nice. Apex just trying to sell the middle fake, right? Just keep Furia back on that A-bomb site with at least a couple of players. There's the pick from ND. How does he keep providing? And Prime Taps does what it says on the tin and gives us another. Furia are digging their own graves right now.
This is it. This should be the victory. Homed in on the back of this situation.
But
like,
you never want to get ahead of yourself.
Hugo, while that's true, just like look at what they're going to bring with them. These saved guns and the fact that these players can drop is the only thing you've got. And Lapex is trying to take those guns away. He knows the impact it would have. ZMB, you don't want to lose the AWP, right? If you were going to lose either of these guns, you would much rather the M4. Ideally, the appropriate answer is 0, but that's the AWP stripped away. Decency's able to retrieve it at least. Regardless, now your fall buy in this next round is down to 3 rifles if you include the AWP.
Yeah, and they are all spreading out. They've left a couple on B, but they want this gun gone.
If they take it away, that pretty much solidifies the win. Like, this kill matters so damn much, but Decency is the guy topping the charts. He doesn't want to part ways with the AWP. He's not given a damn choice. 15 on the board for Big Omen Academy, and with all those guns taken away, you have got, what, 1, 2 rifles at most here over on the Furia side.
That hurts, bro. That hurts for Furia. Damn. I'm just shocked that we're even here. I never for a second thought this would actually happen. The full comeback, bigger believing. Why wouldn't
Once again, with a standard. Need to throw that out there. With tech problems.
Yeah. And now let's see the fruits of their labor. Round 30. Always an option for overtime. That's what Furia are telling themselves. 5 kills away from all their money issues, all their buy eco, which they've spent the last 40 minutes doing. That's alleviated. That's gone. That's out of the window. And it comes down to the best Counter-Strike team in the moment. Well, for now, you've lost your opportunity to say that, and you've had to piece together this FAMAS M4 buy, lacking util, no kit, barely even the Molotovs. One does land in middle, that's it. Got some aggressive flashes. These have not worked out though. Furia pushing B has sometimes left them lacking. Instead, they throw a smoke in. I love this play, the deep smoke. It's so funny because this smoke, it came from Big. It's Big that came up with this exact idea or started using it in their games. And in fact, it's going to be what's killing the Academy team, losing them their first man.
Yeah, let's go over to the big team speak in this round and see how things are holding up.
Hinter dir auf.
Ja, ich hab jetzt hinter mir. Dann geht mal einfach A durch.
Ja, wenn er durch ist, haben wir super Timing. Ich hab die ganze Zeit hinter uns.
Perfekt. Einer ist B kurz drin, die haben gar keine Info. Die haben gar keine Info, der spammt jetzt. Also immer noch B kurz drin.
Wir contacten lang vor.
Höchstens gegen 2 am A.
Lang vorne.
Con einer noch drinne.
Ey, wir contacten full, okay? Truck, glaube ich. Einer schiebt.
Straße.
Down!
Einer B kurz. Noch einer Con.
Truck down! Ich
Con und B
mono
kurz, einer.
Ich
Komm,
mono
ist jetzt
smoke Bank.
Brennt der ist alleine CT, den könnt ihr zusammenhalten.
Ja, lass das machen.
Den nicht, ist Bank rein wahrscheinlich.
Ich smoke einmal hinten.
Kannst du
Toll,
Bank
ich
gleich
flash einmal
hinterm?
hinten. Lass hier runter einfach, Luca.
Ja, komm.
Lass gleich hier links
Haltet
pushen.
zu, haltet zu. Nein, haltet.
Bank down!
Nice. Pass auf, Andy, hier kann noch einer sein.
Mono und Bank,
Ich hab
ich komm
Flash.
zu euch. Ich glaub
Wenn
beide
die
da.
diffusen, ich
Das
flash
war zu zweit raus.
Lass mich zuerst spielen, ich spiel danach.
Okay, Truck.
Einmal rücken.
Truck!
Dann pieken.
Okay, geht ja!
Ja, Mann!
Nice, Mann! Nice, Mann!
Ja!
Digga.
Wie das Runde Scheißrunde!
Ach,
es
da
ist
will er mich lobern, da hab
es
ich
ist
die
wirklich kein
Q-Case-Settings,
Problem.
Digga.
Wow, I mean, what in God's name has just happened there? It's a 16-14 win for Big Omen Academy from 11-4 down with a stand-in. Not only could you tell by the reactions of Big, but in Imperia's car, man, you could tell how devastated he was.
All the
He
kills,
threw the
one at a
headphones
time.
off, yeah. He was gutted with that, and I think you would have to be. I cannot believe what we've just seen. James and the boys, do you believe it? What?